It's day 12 of 30 days of inspiration, and I want to remind you that you are here on this planet for a reason, and that reason is a big one. The life that you've always dreamed of, the life that you know is meant for you to live, is in the process of unfolding, and we are all doing it together. I want to dive deeper into this concept of undoing fear to get into that place of wholeness, fulfillment, inner peace, and the wildest manifestations of our soul's true calling. I've mentioned this in previous videos and I'm going to mention it again. A Course in Miracles talks about this process as atonement. And what atonement means is undoing the effects of fear. In the video I posted yesterday, I shared with you a little bit about my current process of peeling back those layers of fear. And to be quite honest and frank, I've been doing that my whole life. Ever since my healing process began at the age of 14, 15 years old, it's been a constant process of undoing all of the effects from a sexual assault I experienced, undoing my unhealthy relationship patterns, undoing all of the negative behaviors and belief systems that have been passed down by family members, by our society. Our society doesn't cultivate a space for us to flourish as divine beings, and we must forge that path ourselves. We do that by undoing the things in our being, in our consciousness, that are preventing us from being in that wholeness and true sense of peace. And I promise, as you continue forward in that path, continue doing all of that undoing as it presents itself, working through your stuff as it comes up, ultimately you will truly arrive in a place where inside you feel whole, complete, at peace, and know exactly what to do when challenges arise and your stuff continues to show up. That's the difference of where I am today compared to where I was 17 years ago. Today, I know how to honor my process. I know how to receive intuitive and divine insights around my process. I know how to ask my soul what it needs when I experience challenges, and I'm able to move through those challenges much more quickly, much more fully, and do so in a way where once it's complete, it's done, and I'm not facing that stuff over and over and over again. Whereas before, my experience of healing from sexual assault, for example, it was peeling back layer after layer after layer after layer, and the miracles of finally getting to a place where that issue, that situation, that pattern, that belief system is fully resolved. And it is a miracle. I'm sharing this with you because I want to inspire you that the same can be true for you. Now, yes, in yesterday's video, I was sharing a bit about the miracles that have manifested currently in my life, and I forgot to mention that in addition to finding my soulmate, in addition to the fulfillment I'm feeling in myself, in my relationships, and so forth, I also finally was able to manifest a thriving business where I'm fulfilling my soul's true calling. So whatever your soul's calling is for you, sister, brother, it's beckoning to you. It's beckoning to you. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. Your soul has a purpose that needs to be fulfilled now. And we're all walking next to each other, basically chopping through all this brush. And if you can imagine being on your own path, chopping through the brush, forging your own path, and maybe the brush is really thick, but what you don't know is that we're all doing the same thing. So we're all chopping through brush right next to each other, not even really realizing that you have hundreds of brothers and sisters right next to you doing the same thing. And once we finally make it, we will all truly be standing in this newly created reality, not just for ourselves, but the purpose and the fulfillment that we create for ourselves. It impacts the entire planet. So once we all finally meet in the clearing, it opens up the possibility for all people on the planet to stand in that clearing with us. Your purpose is important. You are important. And today's tip that I want to offer you is, what is it that your soul is truly asking you to do? If you take a minute and really ask yourself that question, you're going to get the answer, because chances are it's been whispering and calling to you your entire life. And the thing is, with our generation, we are unable to ignore that calling. It's always there. The only way that I've found that I've been able to shut off that calling temporarily is through addictive behavior and substance abuse. That's the only way to numb out the calling, and even then, it's only temporary. And ultimately, I got to a point where it's like, dang, this is really unhealthy. I need to surrender and let go of these behaviors. And with that came, okay, universe, I surrender. I'll do what you're asking me to do. I need your support along the way. And the universe gracefully continues to support us every step of the way. Every fear that needs to be pulled back, every inner healing, every deep part of growth, the entire transformation process is divinely guided, because the universe loves you. The universe wants you to succeed. You are born with the courage that it takes to fulfill this sacred mission, and I'm standing right beside you as you do that.